Okay, let's go ahead and watch the golfer in slow motion. The one thing we notice right away is that his setup is perfect, or nearly perfect. He's got his hands in a good spot. His club angle to arm angle is 145 degrees. 144 is just about tour average. He's in a pretty good position. Unfortunately, when he gets to impact position, what's happened is he brings the hands way out. I went too far here. Way outside. You see right as he comes into impact how high his hands are. They're way up there, so he loses all of his angle. And he does that because he's pulled his spine up out of the shot. He's not able to stay down. Doesn't keep his butt out. He does that because his legs are stuck to the ground and his hips haven't rotated. We need to work on that. Let's go ahead and watch the swing in slow motion. About the only thing I would criticize is right here at the top, she goes a little bit over the plane. We watch here, it's going just a little too far. What we'd like to see is the club pointing more down the target line, and notice that this club is kind of pointing off this direction a little bit. We'd rather get her pointing straight down the target line with that club. Other than that, it's a really nice swing. Let's go ahead and clear that line out. What'll happen here is that she loses some power, so she has to kind of come over the top a little bit with the club, drops it down into the slot, turns to it real good, very athletic swing. Let's go ahead and watch this golfer in slow motion to start with. Pretty good move, but a little over the top, not really too bad. What we do see is right here at the finish, we'd like to see him relax a little bit more. Let the arms settle. It's not going to hurt him to do that, but I think you'll find out stays a lot more relaxed and doesn't create damages to his shoulders if he just lets the left arm fold as he's coming into this impact position. Other than that, it's a pretty good swing. Let's go back and take a look at the impact position. Notice how he's getting his hips rotated through pretty good. The one thing you can do is rotate him through sooner. Notice at the impact position, I can't see the pockets on his butt side yet. We'd like to have the hips all the way rotated through at the impact position. What we see here is a golfer that's standing just a little too upright. We'd like to see the spine angle going more towards about 1 o'clock, more in that direction right there. That's a little too upright and the knees aren't very flexed. Bear in mind though, we have a golfer with kind of a sore back. What happens though in an attempt to protect the back, we don't use our leg muscles to hold us up. We end up using our back muscles. So we'd like to see is a little bit more of the legs holding this golfer up. Let's go ahead and watch the swing in slow motion. Nice turn, good full backswing, right on through, and a good rotation. Really a pretty good swing, especially for a guy that's been laying off for a couple of months. Nice job, man. Okay, we got the power line drawn in here. Let's go ahead and watch this swing in slow motion. Good rotation. Notice the lift right there. Turns right through it very nicely. Gets a lot of transfer past the power line. The power line is where we want our weight to go through on our impact. What I'd like to see her work on, oops, I didn't mean to do that. What I'd like to see her work on is here at the top of the backswing to not lift right there. How it's lifting. In order to keep from doing that, we want to keep our butt stuck behind us a little bit more. That's the only thing I see. The line that's drawn in there is the swing plane. We'd like the club to go back on that line or slightly above it. Let's watch the takeaway. Pretty close to the line. That's pretty nice. She could go a little further back. Notice she didn't get a lot of wrist hinge there. So we're going to drive down into the ball. She's staying right on plane. Turns right through it very nicely, but then sort of stops rotating right there. That's putting a lot of strain on our lower back because the right foot needs to be moving in a little bit more. So let's see if we can get that right foot right there to turn more into the impact area. Bye. It was a pretty good setup with the golfer. What you're going to notice with this golfer is that on the initial part of the downswing, the left shoulder is going to go up instead of down. That causes him to fall back onto his left foot. So how he did that. That's been his error. So what we're going to try to do is get him to rotate the shoulder down first, down towards his left foot, and then turn on through the shot. That'll help him generate more power and more consistency. Here we see a very athletic setup. Let's see what happens as we move the swing. Club staying below the green line, pretty good. Goes to the top, comes right back in. Notice the hands are coming right back on the green line, right on through the shot. Good rotation, good finish. Well done. Let's go ahead and play the swing in slow motion. Golf swing. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at this golfer in setup. Let's go ahead and run through one time in slow motion. Club's going a little too far to the inside, not too bad. But she brings it back through from the inside very nicely. That was really a pretty good swing. Her spine stayed on a good angle. Everything looked good. Well done.